Happy Wildlife Wednesday. Have you ever wondered how our wildlife gets across the road? Today I brought in a special guest who's going to talk to us about wildlife crossings here in Colorado. Jared, if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us about where you work and what you do.
Excellent. So my name is Jared. I'm the Wilderness and Public Lands Organizer here at Conservation Colorado. Conservation Colorado is the state's largest legislative advocacy organization focused on environmental issues. And that's just a way of saying that our primary glut of work focuses on passing laws and finding solutions to protect our public lands, wildlife, communities, as well as our air and water.
I love the work that Conservation Colorado does, and if you guys haven't checked them out, make sure to go to their website and see all of the great work that they're doing. When it comes to wildlife crossings, however, I know that every year over 4,000 animals are killed trying to cross our highways each year, and that this has this great economic impact. It costs us something like $80 million every year from vehicle collisions. I'm wondering if you can tell me more about that and what the solution to this problem might be.
Absolutely. So the problem with animal vehicle collisions goes much broader than just the economic cost to Coloradans as well. Within that $80 million number, we don't even know what the habitat impacts are and what the economic impacts of killing all of this wildlife accidentally could be. Recently, last year, in August of 2019, Governor Jared Polis signed an executive order that sought cooperation between the Department of Natural Resources and the Colorado Department of Transportation to map migration corridors within the state, to find hotspots of vehicle-animal collisions, and to find solutions to this problem.
That's wonderful. So can you just give us an example of a solution?
Absolutely. So one of the most successful examples that we've seen in Colorado recently is the Highway 9 corridor from Silverthorne to Kremling. This area has an 11-mile stretch of highway that cuts right in the middle of some prime deer habitat. This region has seen some of the highest vehicle-animal collisions in the state, and Colorado Parks and Wildlife, as well as a cohort of other organizations, banded together to implement this project of building several wildlife crossings over the highway as well as underneath the highway. And just a year after its implementation, they saw an 82 to 95% success rate, which is saying that many animals were using the crossings, and we saw a huge reduction in wildlife vehicle collisions in that area.
That's great. It's a wonderful project. Our biologist Paige has actually been part of the team that's been monitoring those projects. So she goes out there and they put cameras on the crossings, and we have great photos of moose and black bear, elk. We even have documentation of mother animals actually teaching the next generation of animals to use those crossing structures.
That's amazing.
It's a great project. So I know that, for the average person, we can't foot the bill for a wildlife crossing. So what is it that we could do today to help move this issue forward?
Absolutely. So this issue of wildlife crossings, as well as just wildlife preservation in Colorado at large, is a huge concern consistently. Colorado's outdoor economy contributes $62.5 billion to the state's economy. And when we're talking about preserving wildlife, when we're talking about preserving habitat, there are dollars within there to be used. One of the best and most effective ways to ensure that our elected officials are prioritizing wildlife crossings, habitat preservation, and other ways to help preserve our wildlife in the state are to reach out to them and let them know you care. For example, giving Governor Polis lots of thank yous and kudos for the work that he's done in passing this executive order would be enormous. And we can include information to contact him via cell phone, you can shoot him a letter, you could even tweet at him, and we'll give that information below.
It's wonderful. So there you have it, guys. Today we talked about wildlife crossings, and one thing that you can do, which is to let our political allies know that we care about these issues. Thank you very much.